Hello everyone, welcome to the second grading video. I have about 2.5 videos worth of stuff to go through, and so this is the half video, and then I have another 2 videos worth of stuff on the way still. So a lot of videos to do, but we'll start this one off with a little review. On the left we have the last video's 3-cent nickel, which we graded at an XF40 because the braid below the crown did not have much detail. The hair back behind the crown had quite a bit of detail, and the bow on the back of the head had quite a bit of detail. The wreath on the reverse side had very little wear on it, and there was a little bit on the numerals. So we called that an XF40. This new one I don't think is in as good a shape. Primarily the hair behind the crown, the hairlines, are more difficult to make out. There's more wear there. And most of the rest of it looks pretty similar. There's a little more wear on the bow, and then on the reverse side, the wreath is a little bit more worn, even though the numerals are as good or better. So I would say I couldn't grade this one at a 40. It's maybe like a generous 30, or a stingy 20. The coin itself only cost me about $10.25. It was part of a larger order to get shipping costs down, so I'm still pretty happy with it. They're the same year, so I don't know if I'm planning on keeping multiples of the same year. We'll see about that in the future. I did promise a story in the comments for these. Most European countries do have a 3-cent coin, a 3 pence. The United States used to have a 3-cent coin as well. I believe it was originally requested due to some change in the price of postage. I think I read that. But the original 3-cent coin had silver content, and after the Civil War, precious metals, silver and even copper were being heavily hoarded. And so the United States government put out a 3-cent bill, a paper bill, but those got worn down and ragged enough, quickly enough, that turned out to not be a very good idea. And so they produced a coin instead. It's made of copper nickel, and it became known as the 3-cent nickel, because it was made largely out of nickel. The design, the Liberty head, is very similar to the Indian head cent, except with the Liberty crown instead of the headdress, and it is almost exactly the same design as the Liberty head double equal 20 gold piece coin. It was later replaced by the much more popular 5-cent nickel, which I'm sure you're all aware of, and that's when it sort of stopped being circulated. So that's the story behind these little coins, which I think are nice little designs. I'm sure I'd prefer to have the $20 gold piece with the very similar design, but for now this is just fine for me. So that's the only coin we're going to be grading, and then the rest of this is kind of housekeeping. I do have a few silver pickups from the local coin shop when silver was down at about $16.30. I grabbed a few little packages. So here's just some standard stuff that most of you have seen already. They did have a single 20 centavo coin, so that will come out of the package and into the roll. And then the one that's a little bit more unusual, I don't have many of these, or many like this, is a Swiss franc. There's the one side. Oop. There's the other. So I think it's kind of a neat looking design, especially the very detailed wreath on the back. I like that. Speaking of francs, I'd like to give 2 shout-outs. First one to Frank P. Numismetals. He's kind of a staple of the community. He's a really great guy. He's got a really good channel. I'll have a link down below in the comments. But he's also a very experienced, has a lot of experience with grading coins. He's been very helpful and willing to share what he knows and encourage me to learn how to grade coins. So I do want to give him a shout out. I also got a link from his channel to someone, I believe they're primarily a metal detector, but they are Coin Shooter Robbie. He's doing a giveaway contest, and I promised him a shout out, so he's getting that now. And that's about all I have for this video. One last look at the 3-cent nickels before we go. And I hope you're all doing well, and like I said, there's plenty more videos to come. I'm probably going to start making the next one right now. So have a nice day, everyone, and I will have another video up for you soon.